Thanks, Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Perfect.
Are you still snowed in, Jess?
No, it's turning into water. So.
The floods have begun, huh?
Let the water be.
Let it be.
That's right.
Oh. All right. Well, should we go ahead and get started, guys?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome everyone. I am Dr. Elizabeth Olson, and I am joined tonight with another healthcare practitioner, the fabulous Sarah Dybel. And we are going to be talking about the concept of biohacking. We're going to be talking about a new science known as nutrigenomics, and we are going to be talking about a new category of nutritional products and other type of healthcare products that fit or come from a company called LifeVantage. So I'm going to just introduce myself a little bit, and then I'll let Sarah go ahead and introduce herself. I am a chiropractor in southeastern Minnesota, and I have advanced training in clinical nutrition, pediatrics, sports medicine, and functional medicine. And about 18 months ago, I started utilizing these LifeVantage nutrigenomic products. And I had a bunch of research given to me by another healthcare practitioner, a good friend. And I was dealing with some health issues of my own at that point, and supplementing and trying to get over those health issues, and nothing was happening. And I started using these products and pretty quickly noticed results. And so what I did was instantly started my family taking them, and my husband and my 3 children, and they noticed results right away too. And so I implemented the rest of the products into my patient recommendations, and we've kind of gone from there. So I'm hoping tonight to kind of share with you a little bit about why myself and Sarah have decided to give these products to our children as well as our patient base. So Sarah, if you want to go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm Sarah Dybel, and I'm a physical therapist in Vancouver, Washington. And I do physical therapy, functional medicine, and I also do some advanced energy work where I help people eliminate allergies and help them figure out complex symptoms in their body. And I'm a lot like Elizabeth. I had some challenges for myself that I was struggling with, and started trying some of these products, and literally overnight felt different from how I had before. Had more energy, felt more rested, and was able to tolerate more exercise when I did this supplementing, and started utilizing this for my family as well. I've also used it for my dog, who had a small little issue, and he turned around so rapidly, it was amazing. So I'm excited to share with you guys some of the healing potential of this technology tonight.
Yes, very exciting. So our bodies are very able to heal themselves. And with nutrigenomics, that new science we were kind of considering on the earlier slide, we tap into that healing power. We use specific nutritional products to actually activate different pathways in our body to turn switches on that produce true health within our body. So this is a very preventative type of care model. And that's really important because we're always being hijacked by our environment. So my question to you right now is, what are you doing to combat the stress, the environmental stresses that you have going on that are causing a lot of destruction? Just think about it right now. Think about the physical, emotional, and chemical stresses you have going on. Think about the different toxins and radiations that you're exposed to. And where is your health at right now? I also like to consider what genetic issues, health issues your family has gone through, and think a little bit about their environment. How old were they when they started having issues, and what were they exposed to? And then compare it to your own environment, because our environments really aren't getting any better. So we need to work hard at combating those different stresses. And we do that by biohacking. We use specific nutrigenomic products to take control of our biology with the idea to optimize our genetic potential and be the healthiest version that we can by allowing our bodies to create true health for us. So we're going to quickly take a look at a short clip. This is an ABC investigative report that aired in 2005. And in 2005, LifeVantage had one product on the market, Protandim NRF2. So they had one peer-reviewed research article, and they had one patent. And that research concluded that we were able to reduce something called oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. And so this is kind of a big conclusion. And what happened was this investigator came in to try to basically debunk this statement. So we're going to take a quick look at that video.
The following is an ABC primetime investigative report that aired in 2005.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig. Dr. McCord, okay. I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist. This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And as decades of experiments, they have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around the small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Body
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress. We all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells. But as we get older, some of those toxic radicals overwhelm our enzymes and wreak their havoc. For a long time, scientists thought that antioxidant vitamins like C and E would lower it, but they don't.
As it's turned out in just the last 5 years or so, we see that they're not good enough tools. They're not powerful enough.
But this pill, he says, is powerful enough. In fact, many times more powerful.
So, Doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Whether that will lead to longer life is still unknown. Experiments to see if mice live longer are about to get underway, but it's a tantalizing theory.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. In Dr. McCord's tests, taking just One pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
Back to the oxidative stress levels of a child? It sounds too good to be true. Will Protandim work on me?
But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
All right. I love to see that video. I didn't see it originally when I started taking these products, but once I did, I knew I had to share it with a lot of people. And it just seems to excite me every time I see it, to see that the investigator had even a higher percentage of change in his oxidative stress level in a shorter period of time, which is something that we see clinically too. So, Sarah, do you want to go ahead and talk about Protandim NRF2?
Sure. So once again, this is a synergistic herb, which we'll go into a little bit of detail. I think we have that slide coming up, but it is 5 different herbs: turmeric, milk thistle, green tea, bacopa, and ashwagandha. So alone, all these herbs are very helpful for our body, but when they're put together in just the right ratios, they are proven to lower oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. It also supports natural cell repair and rejuvenation process, and increases the median lifespan in male mice by 7% or 7 years? Sorry, I can't see.
Yeah.
7%. So, and it's the only natural supplement that has scientific evidence showing that it actually prolongs life, which is an average of usually 5 years in humans. So.
Yeah. That's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I think talking about a little bit that what makes it a synergizer is the specific ratios of the product, of the ingredients that you talked about. So this is different than a supplement. What a supplement does is it brings a small amount of nutrition into a small area of your body one time. What a synergizer does, on the other hand, is it brings, it activates pathways in every cell of your body, and it causes your cells to produce their own nutrition. And the cool thing about these synergizers is that they're cell regulating. So each cell knows exactly how much antioxidant enzymes to turn on at any point and how much to turn off. So that's how we have such a widespread result in such a short period of time. So very cool. All right. So one of the things that really drew me in, and I'm sure Sarah too, because we love research, is the research on these products. And one of the best places to go to find research that's of good quality is PubMed.gov. And you can simply type in something like cardiovascular disease and NRF2, and it will produce all of these research studies that are available on these products. Another cool thing that happened after that ABC investigative report aired was that a bunch of universities and institutions began self-funding their own research on Protandim and its effects with different health situations. So you can see some of those listed at the bottom of this slide too. Sarah, do you want to talk about NRF1?
Sure. So NRF1 is a newer product than NRF2. And NRF1 helps, it's another synergistic herb, and it is made up of alpha lipoic acid, CoQ10, grape extract, quercetin, and acetyl L-carnitine. So what that does is it helps your body build new mitochondria, which are cells that produce energy for your body. And so it helps you have brand new, not old and laboring mitochondria to produce cellular energy. And it also enhances your cellular health and energy production in general.
Yes. And Protandim NRF1 and Protandim NRF2 work so well together. So there's not very many times that I don't recommend taking both in conjunction. So NRF1 will actually fuel our body's ability to decrease oxidative stress, and it does it in a much faster amount of time this way too. So you'll see us talking back and forth about some of that, and it works as a wide spectrum as well. It works in every population that we see. We have children taking this, we have older adults taking this as well, so it's pretty cool. I will go ahead and talk about ProBio if that's okay with you. So this is Physique ProBio, and this is our probiotic. It supports a healthy microbiome. And this probiotic is unique because of two things. First of all, it's the addition of Wellmune, and Wellmune is a yeast beta-glucan that's similar to mother's first milk or colostrum. So it has a huge immune boosting effect, but it also provides a prebiotic or a food for the natural bacteria that we're trying to build. The other thing is this patented BioTrack lining, which makes this product so much more effective. So a typical probiotic, about 96% of the bacteria are eaten up in our stomach acid, which is really ironic because we see such dramatic results with just 4% of that bacteria incorporating into the parts of the body we need it to. So when I incorporated this into my body and had that 60% of bacteria actually get past the stomach acid, the results were just astounding for me. So when we have the bacteria in that lower part of our digestive tract and incorporating and colonizing, not only do we see improvements in metabolism, but there's less irritation in the gut. Our immune system is boosted, so we have fewer allergies, and we react better when pathogens are coming in. So Physique ProBio is basically biohacking for our gut. Want to talk about omega, Sarah?
Sure. So these are the omega fatty acids that we produce in this company, and they are comprised of omega-3s, omega-7s, and they also have a little bit of vitamin D in them, and they are traceable directly back to where they were fished and bottled, so direct bottle to your office or your home, and they're the freshest you will ever taste. You never burp fish oil. You feel amazing on them, and there's no filler oils, and they have omega-7s in them as well as omega-3s. The omega-3s, everyone knows we need them in our our eyes and our brains and our skin, and just in every cell of our body. It helps the cell wall permeability and balances out that cell wall. And omega-7 and helps with anti-inflammatory, so they all help you decrease inflammation in the body. And the omega-7s optimize energy usage and help you with weight management as well. These have a nice balance of EPA and DHA as well, and it's always a nice bonus to have some vitamin D3, which most of us are highly deficient in, and get a little bit of a dose in it. You can actually chew these. So I actually have had patients who can't swallow things. I've had a few people with some conditions that don't allow them to swallow pills very well. And they actually chew them. My kids chew them. Actually, one of my children chews it and the other one swallows it. But my daughter tells me they taste like gummies, and I've chewed them a few times and it's right. She's right. So they're lightly lemon flavored, and they're amazing.
All right, so all 4 of those products LifeVantage has put together in something called the Vitality Stack. And this is generally where we recommend you starting in your nutrigenomic regimen, because it affects about 95% of your body. It's really the best way to combat stress and produce true health within your body. So remember, Protandim NRF2 reduces oxidative stress. Protandim NRF1 boosts our mitochondrial production, giving us more energy. Physique ProBio supports our microbiome, and our immune function is enhanced. And then our Omega Plus fish oil supports healthy brain function and heart health. So when I start people on these products, I recommend those 4 products typically, plus this 5th product, which is Axio. And Axio is NRF2 activation specifically for our brain. And what it does is it actually improves our neurotransmitter or our brain chemical function. It gets those chemicals docked onto the places they need to be and connected, so we have that support. And because of that, our brain is more resilient to stress. So we notice improved mental endurance, mental acuity, concentration, and memory retention, improved mental fatigue and brain fog. It definitely helps you with your mood. This is available both in decaffeinated and caffeinated versions, and it's 5 different flavors that are fabulous. And I have to tell you that kids love, love, love this. So Axio is NRF2 activation specifically for our brain. So this slide just kind of shows you some of the different nutrigenomic categories that are out there. And LifeVantage has products within all of these categories. So part of biohacking is actually eliminating toxins from your body and using as clean of formulas and formulations as you can to keep your toxin load low. So you'll see not only are there nutritional products available, but there's also skincare and hair care products that are available for us too. Sarah, do you want to take the physique?
So the physique is our weight management system. And once again, it has the prebiotic involved in this bundle, or used to, not sure there. But there's also the fat burn. And fat burn really kicks your body's natural fat burning capabilities into gear. And there's a protein shake that is vanilla, and it helps curb your appetite. And it has had the casein removed from the whey, so it does not trigger allergic reactions to most people that have some dairy allergies. And it has 18 grams of protein per serving, which is a really nice mighty punch. And together with a healthy diet and exercise, they can all work together to help you slim down, feel better, and stay that way.
Absolutely. And these are something that you can take. They're gentle enough for you to take on a daily basis as well. I have at least 1 protein shake every day. I love the new updates to the protein shake. That extra pack of protein really carries me through my morning. So this physique weight management line is something special. So here are a couple of the nutrigenomic detoxification and low toxin products. The first is True Science, our beauty system. So this is NRF2 activation specifically for our skin. You can imagine when our cells are aging due to oxidative stress, how they look internally. We can actually see that externally in the forms of what we notice as aging. So discoloration, wrinkles, age spots. So this activation system has 4 products within it. It's a facial cleanser, a perfecting lotion, an eye serum, and an anti-aging cream. And when we activate our NRF2 pathways on our skin, we have younger looking skin, more luminous, smoother skin, and better hydration. Want to do the shampoo and conditioner?
And so this is the newest launch in the product line, and it is a clean shampoo, conditioner, and serum. And it improves the shine in your hair. It decreases breakage and improves the appearance of thickness in your hair. And it actually has NRF2 activator in it. We know we can absorb toxins through our skin, and we can also absorb nutrients and activation through our skin. And this actually gives us the ability to absorb right through the skin in the targeted area. It helps us nourish our scalp and improve the hair growth, and it actually improves the microbiome of your hair. And many people don't realize they have a skin microbiome and a gut microbiome and a healthy scalp microbiome and a mouth microbiome and all of these microbiomes. And when they're balanced properly, our body works well. And for the scalp, this helps restore your natural hair microbiome that helps you have healthy hair.
Mm-hmm. That's a great point. And I think a lot of people don't realize that we're actually deteriorating that microbiome with a typical chemical-based product when we put it on. You want to talk about pet tandems since you are such a dog lover?
So the NRF2 activator, a lot of people were starting to give it to their horses and their dogs, and they were noticing phenomenal results with their animals moving better and perking up at older ages, or recovering from injuries faster and things like that. So they actually the company listened and started helping out by formulating a pet tandem. So it's formulated specifically, this one's for dogs, and it helps with a shinier coat, increased playfulness, more energy, supports joint health, and supports hearing and eyesight. So I have a golden doodle, and he's 4 years old now, but he was 3 years old, and we changed foods to a really high-end food, and 3 days into a new food that we had switched him to. It was grain-free. It was not supposed to cause allergies, all kinds of stuff. He ended up with a heat spot or a hot spot, and it was about the size of a baseball, maybe even a little bit bigger. And it erupted so rapidly, he'd never had one before. And we quickly stopped giving him the food, and I started giving him these twice a day. And literally by the next morning, it was down to the size of a quarter. And he rapidly healed. We got rid of that food and switched back to something that he obviously tolerated better. So this stuff is phenomenal.
Fabulous. I just hear the best testimonials. I don't have animals myself, but I hear amazing testimonials. And I'm always surprised to see people will pop this pet tandem on their order, and they'll tell me about a couple of months later and have just these great stories. So that is the overview of all the products that LifeVantage puts out. The cool thing about this is you can really choose your level of biohacking. So really analyze what products are going to work best with the health conditions that you have going on. So some people were invited here tonight to learn a little bit more about the business behind these products. And so we're going to take a look at what that actually looks like. We're going to start by just looking into where LifeVantage has gone since that 2005 investigative report that we watched. So in 2009, they actually switched from retail sales to direct sales, which makes a lot of sense. We kind of weed out that middle person, and it allows the company to keep the products priced at a lower amount. So you can only actually order LifeVantage products, these nutrigenomic products, through an independent distributor of LifeVantage. The company is publicly traded on the NASDAQ. They really are at the forefront of biohacking and nutrigenomics. The products are available in over 20 countries now. I think that has a lot to do with how business has changed. If you look at these bigger businesses that are out there for us now that we're all utilizing, Uber, Airbnb, Facebook, and Amazon, what they've done is they've set up a network of people to help distribute their services and products utilizing technology to get this done. And that's exactly what LifeVantage has done. In business, everything is really truly about timing, and the timing is really good right now. First of all, we're publicly traded on the NASDAQ, which is fabulous. Even though these products have been around since 2005, not many people have actually heard of them. I sure hadn't heard about them until about 18 months ago. And so this is a really good time to invest. Anytime you invest, you want to get in on the early phases and reap the benefits of that growth of the momentum phase. You'll hear Sarah and I talking about every single person and every single animal should be on these products as well. Hands down, that's the biggest thing we're trying to advocate, that everyone needs to be working to reduce their environmental stresses right now. And really, there's no other company producing these products on this type of playing field at all. So if you're thinking about potentially creating a secondary type of income, this very well might be the right timing for you as well. And so how do you get started with that? Well, to become a partner with LifeVantage, you purchase a pack of products to start with. And here's a couple examples of those packs. What I love about this is it gets you going on the products yourself, so you can create your own testimonials, but it also allows you to have samples for potential customers, and it's this extremely low startup cost. There's also virtually no overhead. Really, the only overhead that you would have would be whatever products that you yourself are taking on a monthly basis. And then you instantly have access to all of these assets. You have a replicated website for yourself. You can work with an application. There's accounting, marketing, tons of training that goes along with that. There really is a proven system for you to succeed as well. Depending on whatever your goal is when you partner with the business, it's so fabulous because you can do the business from anywhere. You can work it into your nights like we are tonight. You can work it into your lunch break because you're able to socially share this. You're able to basically do everything, the whole business off of your phone and off of your computer. So anywhere you have internet access, really. There's a really fabulous application that we work with that lets you basically create not only your own business model and talk about the business of LifeVantage, but also very easily gain access for potential customers. And you're connected with a team, which is really great. So you can learn more about what's the business entails here from people who are doing it. This is a look at the replicated website you have once you do partner. And here's a look at just the cart that, an idea of the cart that's created. So if I was right now talking to someone and recommending product for them, I can virtually email or text them the product. They click on it, they can get more info, do more research on the product, and they can order from this portal as well. So how do we make money? Basically, we make money by moving product. So you create a network of customers or consumers. And what's great is our products are all available in a 1-month supply. So people continuously order the products. They set up a subscription. So you put the work in to gain the customer at the beginning, and you can continue to have residual benefits from that point. Depending on what your goals are, you also set up a network of distributors to help you get the word out to as many people as possible. We get paid weekly. We have something called a Smart Start bonus, where we acquire a large percentage of whatever the primary order for customers and distributors are. We have a bunch of different kinds of bonuses, weekly bonuses. We also get paid monthly. You get a percentage of your overall business each month in royalty commissions. There's generational match bonuses and different kinds of bonuses. And as your business grows, you also qualify for global revenue sharing. So everyone has a different goal when they do partner with LifeVantage. Some people want to potentially just cover the cost of their products that they want. Some people want a couple to a few $100s to contribute to their retirement plan. And some people want to actually replace their income and have this be their generational income. There's a plan for all of that out there. And you can see on our income disclosure statement that there are several people doing all aspects of this. So never depend on a single income. What would happen to you right now if you or your spouse was unable to work? Well, how would that financially impact you at this point? Take a minute to think about that a little bit and to think about maybe making an investment of time and effort into creating a secondary source. So we're going to end on this slide tonight, and I want you guys to consider a few things here. So first of all, I know you were thinking about your own health, and I want to know which products that you are most excited about. Where do you want to get started with biohacking your body? Also, who do you know that needs to hear about these products? Who do you love that needs to change, a big change in their health right now? Who can we expose to these products? And who do you know that's looking to create a side hustle? We want to know all of these 3 things. We want you to get back to whoever sent you to this call and really talk that through and see if this is something for you. So I want to personally thank everyone for being here tonight. Thank you for taking your time. Sarah, thank you for being here with me tonight as well.
Thank you.
Have a fabulous evening.